Good evening and welcome to Off Tube Commentary on the Commentary Hub. Delayed coverage today of the Champions League semi-final second leg between Real Madrid and Manchester City. Manchester City hold a slender 4-3 lead from the first leg in what was a magnificent game to watch. End-to-end action, goals. My question is, what are these two teams going to do for an encore? For the second time in this season and this season's Champions League, Real Madrid must overturn a first leg defeat uh, as Manchester City bidding to reach their second successive final, travelling to Spain with holding that 4-3 lead. And Kevin De Bruyne headed City in front after only 94 seconds in the first leg. That's actually the fastest goal in a UEFA Champions League semi-final. We're just seeing the players coming out onto the pitch now. So let's get through the first job of the day, which of course is the starting lineups. And we're going to start with Real Madrid, who are managed by Carlo Ancelotti. And they have Thibaut Courtois in goal. At the back, Ferland Mendy, Fernandez Nacho, Ada Militao, and Danny Carvalho. In the midfield, it's Luka Modric, Casemiro, and Tony Kroos. And the forwards for Real Madrid today are Vinicius Junior, Karim Benzema, the captain, and Federico Valverde. For Manchester City, who are managed by Pep Guardiola, they have Ederson in goal. At the back, João Cancelo, Aymeric Laporte, Ruben Diaz, Kyle Walker. Across the midfield, Kevin De Bruyne, Rodri, Bernardo Silva, and the front line for Manchester City is Phil Foden, Gabriel Jesus, and Riyad Mahrez. Ruben Diaz will wear the captain's armband today for Manchester City. The substitutes, starting with Real Madrid, have Andre Lunin as a substitute goalkeeper, along with Tony Fiu Diaz, who's also a substitute goalkeeper, David Alaba, Jesus Vallejo, Marco Asensio, Marcelo, Luka Jovic, Lucas Vasquez, Dani Ceballos, Rodrigo, Mariano Diaz, and Eduardo Camavinga. For Manchester City, they also have two substitute goalkeepers, that is Zach Steffen and Scott Carson. And the rest of the substitutes are Nathan Aki, Raheem Sterling, Ilkay Gundogan, Jack Grealish, Alexander Sinchenko, Fernandinho, Conrad Egan Riley, Cole Palmer, James McAtee, and Romeo Lavid. And our officials today are all from Italy. The referee is Danielo Orsato. The assistants are Kiro Cabane and Alessandro Gialatini. And the fourth official is David Massa. And in the VAR booth today is Massimiliano Irati and Paolo Valeri. Let's see if VAR plays its role today. Real Madrid already celebrating. They've already clinched the Spanish Championship in La Liga, beating Espanyol 4-0, confirming that the title for them. Manchester City, of course, have still got a ways to go to defend the Premier League title. There's only 1 point separating them and Liverpool. That might very well go down to the final day. And the players now just gathering at the centre circle. Real Madrid, of course, will wear their famous white jerseys. Manchester City in their changed jerseys of dark blue shorts, dark blue socks, with the Manchester City sprayed right across the middle of the shirt. Uh, it's always interesting to see that. They've received a little bit of criticism for that shirt. It does look a little plain. It has to be said. But it is full. The Estadio Santiago Bernabeu is absolutely full. And the history that this stadium holds in this competition, Real Madrid really have been the kings of this competition down the years, and they are looking to add another one to their trophy. This is to their trophy room. This is only City's third UEFA Champions League semi-final, all in the last 7 seasons, with the first having ended in defeat by Madrid, although the English club gained a measure of revenge with a last 16 elimination of the Spanish side in 2009-2020. Madrid, who were crowned, of course, Spanish champions at the weekend, have won 16 European Cup semi-finals overall, including 4 of the previous 9 that they've been involved with since 2010-2011. And this is a second successive Anglo-Spanish contest for both teams, having edged out Madrid's neighbours Atletico in the quarter-final. Well, Benzema scored 4 of his team's 5 goals as Madrid ousted Chelsea, who beat City in last season's final. So we are just about ready to get underway. Real Madrid will be attacking the goal to my right as we get underway here. And it goes all the way back to Ederson in the City goal. And here's Phil Foden on the ball right now. And City will attempt to break forward, but Phil Foden is actually fouled, and it will be a free kick. Which Mahrez will take very quickly. And City now breaking forward again. Diaz just knocks the ball on, but that's intercepted by Casemiro. And here's Modric. And he tries to flick it on to Vinicius Jr. out on the far side. Vinicius Jr. now, he's got 2 City players around him. Diaz being one. And Vinicius Jr. he's fouled there. Surely the referee, in fact, will give a free kick for a foul by Silva. And you can see that Walker and Diaz was around Vinicius Jr. And yeah, it was a foul. And it'll be a free kick, almost level with the 6-yard box. Toni Kroos is over it now. And he's just, there's only one man in the wall for Manchester City, and that's Mahrez. But Toni Kroos is so dangerous from these situations. And he's going to swing one in now. And, it's flicked on there. It was a short one, and it found its man. It comes back to Kroos now. And he goes all the way back, and he's under pressure there. He manages to go back to Thibaut Courtois, but he was under pressure there from Gabriel Jesus. And the ball is launched long by Courtois, picked up in the midfield there by Casemiro. Casemiro is dispossessed there. And here is João Cancelo. Cancelo, nowhere to go, so he goes back to Ederson. And Ederson launches the ball long downfield. Chasing this down is Phil Foden. But at the back there, defending very, very well is Militao. And he knocks the ball out of play under pressure from Phil Foden. You're listening to the alternative commentary on the Commentary Hub YouTube channel. And there's Pep Guardiola. He's looking for another Champions League victory to add to his repertoire. Cancelo now with a throw for Manchester City. And they have the slender 4-3 first leg lead. Cancelo gets it back, is able to get the cross in, but it's excellently blocked there by Militao once again. And it'll be out of play for the first corner of the day, which comes to Manchester City. And Kevin De Bruyne just strolling over there right now. Foden's actually over it as well. He may leave it for De Bruyne. The two of them are over it. And I've got to think it's got to be De Bruyne, but Foden might take it. Indeed he does, and it's long across to the back post and headed back in. And it's just headed away again by Militao. And here's Benzema at the back clearing up. Karim Benzema now attempting to break away for Real Madrid, but he's been dispossessed easily. And it's Rodri, and he gives it out onto the far side, and it's actually picked up just over there. And Real Madrid attempting to break out now with Luka Modric. Modric breaking over the halfway line, and he gives it there. He gets a 1-2 back, Modric. And over on the far side is Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. gives it across to Carvalho. Carvalho flicks it in and they're headed over the bar by Benzema. And Benzema had a free header there First real chance of the game falling to Real Madrid. Cross came in there and by Carvalho, and that's a free header. You expect Benzema to do better. He really should have hit the target. City's defending woeful there. You don't leave a striker like Karim Benzema inside the penalty area with so much space. But it'll be a goal kick now to Ederson, and he clears it, and it's long over onto the far side. And here's De Bruyne now. De Bruyne plays the ball forward. It's Jesus. Gabriel Jesus holds the ball up. Back again to Benzema. To De Bruyne. And here's a real chance, but it's just knocked away again by Militao. Breaking into the box there was Silva. And you see here he's just breaking in and he's claiming offside. In fact, it was given by the linesman ultimately, and it will be a free kick to Real Madrid. On the far side is Mendy. Gives it back to Fernandez. Fernandez to Militao, who goes back to Thibaut Courtois in the Real Madrid goal. And Real Madrid, terrible giveaway there. And Phil Foden picks it up, but who also lets the ball slip a bit away from him. Casemiro gives it out on the far side now. It's Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. He's got Walker around him, but he's dispossessed. Walker has it here now, and he gives it back to the goalkeeper, who, despite coming under pressure by Vinicius Jr., did manage to clear the ball. And we're off at a fairly high rate of speed here. Here's Silva, and it's picked up in the midfield by Rodri. Manchester City have the ball back, and it's Silva again. And it's over out onto the far side there to I think that's Walker, and he gives it to Silva, and Silva to Cancelo now. Cancelo cuts inside, and he gives it back to Silva. Cancelo tries to get inside Fernandez there, but was not successful, and Real Madrid will now come away with the ball. And the ball is played forward on the far side, but nobody is there. Was looking for Vinicius Jr., but it was way out of his reach. And again, Ederson, just looking at the replay there, he's very calm on the ball, but that was very close. Vinicius Jr. cutting in, certainly a lot closer than it did at real time. Here is De Bruyne, who's fouled, surely, yes. The foul committed by Casemiro. It'll be a free kick to Manchester City. And De Bruyne, just yes. It looked, perhaps that should have really have been a yellow card. The referee has not booked Casemiro, and there's a lot of pushing and shoving going on now, and somebody has gone down. Laporte has gone down clutching his face, and now the referee's card is out. Let's just have a look at what happened here. Laporte came in getting involved. It was really nothing to do with him. And then Modric came in, and Laporte got shoved, and then Modric was shoving Laporte back. Laporte went down like he'd been hit by a Mack truck, but the card is out now, so we're just going to see who's actually aiming at. And the referee, Danielo Osato, is just trying to send away the players here so he can speak to who he needs to speak to. And Modric is now, and he's a yellow card for Laporte and a yellow card for Modric. Both of them received the yellow card for unsportsmanlike conduct by both players. A little bit of shoving and pushing, and really very, very pointless, because it wasn't really anything to do with Laporte at all. And now he's got himself an early booking, and that's not going to work out well for him. And it's be a free kick to Manchester City now. Modric also in the book. And is De Bruyne over this one. Riyad Mahrez is also over it as well. And we're just going to see who's going to take this. You've got to think that it might be De Bruyne. Laporte is in there now. And it is taken by Mahrez. It's swung in and all the way into the arms of Thibaut Courtois. Nobody got on the end of that. You have to wonder that if somebody could get on the end of that, any sort of touch could have diverted it away from Courtois. And Courtois now gives it to Fernandez Nacho. And back to Courtois, who clears it left-footed downfield on the far side there, looking for Carvalho. And it's picked up in midfield by Valverde. Valverde again gives it to Carvalho. Carvalho gives it back to Militao. And back again to Thibaut Courtois. And here's Toni Kroos. He gives it over onto the far side to Militao. Carvalho. Carvalho back to Militao. He clears the ball and it just goes out of play and will be a throw into Manchester City just inside their own half. And that will be taken by João Cancelo. And this, you've got to feel, will be a hard fought second leg with this so tight right now. 4-3 for Manchester City with a narrow advantage. Of course, away goals do not count double. The phone is taken by Cancelo, but that's easily intercepted by Militao. It's cleared and won again by Diaz. And picked up in midfield by Rodri, who knocks the ball out of play, which is just inside the Real Madrid half and will be a throw-in. And it's taken quickly by Mendy. And here is Casemiro. Casemiro out on the far side to Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. infield to Modric. Modric and his Mendy. Modric and again back to Mendy, who decides to go back to Kroos. Kroos launches a super ball over to the far side to Carvalho, and Carvalho's got a bit of space here, and it's played across, and a chance there for Benzema. Oh, he launches it over the crossbar again, and that was an excellent move. Valverde played the ball eventually. It came to Carvalho, and Carvalho played it a super one-touch pass by Valverde, and it was blazed over the bar again by Benzema. That one was obviously a much tougher chance, and with 12 minutes gone, it is Real Madrid 0, Manchester City 0. Today's Player of the Match sponsor on the Hub is sponsored by Commentary Services, and we would like to thank our broadcasting partners for this season, JDAC Football, JB Sports and Storm FM. And it'll be a throw-in on the far side, taken quickly by Mendy for Real Madrid. It's Fernandez who just tries to dink it forward, looking for the flick on there by Modric. In fact, it was found, but it went out of play and must have come off a City player last because Modric now has a throw-in. And it's going to be taken, in fact, by Mendy. It is about 6 yards inside the Real Madrid half. Knocked on by Kroos, back to Mendy. And Mendy goes all the way back to Thibaut Courtois. And you have to wonder, it's going to be Real Madrid that needs to chase this game. But right now they are adopting a very calm, build from the back approach. And here is Luka Modric, and he gives it out on the far side to Benzema. Great challenge there by Kyle Walker. It's out of play, and the throw-in is taken quickly by Real Madrid. Here's Mendy. It's back to Toni Kroos, and he gives it to Militao, who again goes all the way back to Thibaut Courtois. And the ball is now on the far side to Mendy, and knocked on by Carvalho, and the ball is long, and it's looking for Vinicius Jr., but it's comfortably intercepted and headed back to the goalkeeper by Kyle Walker. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Commentary Live 1. You can also like our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Commentary Hub. If you do like this type of off-tube commentary, please feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you won't miss any games going forward. City now on the halfway line. It's knocked forward to Kevin De Bruyne from Silva. De Bruyne, and he gives it back to Bernardo Silva, who in fact goes back to Diaz. And again back to Ruben Diaz. He's the captain today. And coming forward now is Silva again, and he gives it on the far side to Cancelo. Back to Silva. Silva back to Diaz. Diaz gives it to Bernardo Silva again. And he goes out onto the far side to Cancelo. Cancelo, and he goes back to Silva. And here is Phil Foden now. And he's going to try and find Riyad Mahrez on the far side, but it's picked up actually by De Bruyne. De Bruyne with a shot! First real effort on goal. And it's a comfortable save in the end by his fellow countryman, Thibaut Courtois. And he gets the ball out quickly. Here's Luka Modric. Luka Modric gives it back to De Bruyne. Oh, that could be dangerous. De Bruyne, he's unable to find. He's unable to locate Riyad Mahrez there. And that's a shame. That was an opportunity for Manchester City. The ball is launched forward. Oh, it's beautifully knocked on there. And here's Vinicius Jr. He's got space in front of him. Benzema is there with him. Vinicius Jr. Oh, it's a poor pass and intercepted comfortably by Cancelo. But that was beautifully knocked on there by Valverde again. He's made a couple of those beautiful one-touch passes that have opened up Manchester City. Unfortunately, the final pass there by Vinicius Jr. just wasn't good enough. And it's out of play now. And throw-in taken quickly. Here's Bernardo Silva. And he gives it back to Diaz. Diaz out to João Cancelo. And he gives it back to Emerick Laporte, who goes back to the goalkeeper. And it's outfield here now. It's here with Walker. Walker goes back to Diaz again. And City now just keeping possession, something that they are just so good at. They keep possession in the Premier League more than any other team. Over 70% in a game do they hold possession of the ball, and they just make so much use of it as well. They're such a dangerous team going forward. Their creativity, their passing, they are just an absolutely out of this world team, it has to be said. Here's Foden. That's intercepted and knocked out of play that time. And it'll be a throw-in quickly taken by Manchester City. And it goes all the way back via Laporte to Ederson. Commentary Service would like to thank our official streaming partner for the season, Melon. Visit their website, www.melon.com. Okay. And City now have the ball in their own half. And here is Laporte. Laporte gives it infield to Rodri. Oh, and Rodri finds De Bruyne, but De Bruyne is mugged there by Toni Kroos. And coming out now there is Vinicius Jr. The ball bounces back to Real Madrid. And that's a foul on Toni Kroos. And it will be a free kick. Foul by Riyad Mahrez there. Let's have a look. Yeah, tripped up. No doubt about that. And the free kick will be, I want to say, just about 2 yards inside the Real Madrid half. And it's taken quickly by Toni Kroos. And an excellent knock on again by Valverde. And Vinicius Jr. now. Oh, he blazes it over the crossbar. Oh, well, again by Valverde, another wonderful knock on. And Vinicius Jr. got the shot away, but it's just over the crossbar. Again, helped on by Benzema as well. Nice pass actually by Benzema, and you can see he just knocks it back over, and it comes to Vinicius Jr. He's not able to keep his shot down though, and looks a little frustrated with himself. City now breaking forward. Silva loses it. Surely a foul there. Yeah, most definitely a foul by Militao there. No question. Free kick to Manchester City. And it will be taken by Cancelo. Cancelo goes long all the way over onto the far side to Kyle Walker. Walker has Riyad up there with him. Riyad Mahrez up there with him. And in fact, he goes back to De Bruyne. He goes back to Diaz. And goes back to De Bruyne. 19 minutes gone. Real Madrid 0, Manchester City 0. You're listening to Off-Tube commentary on the Commentary Hub, and I'm your commentator, Paul James. And just intercepted there at the back is Carvalhal, and in fact the linesman on the far side raised his flag, and it will be a free kick. And taken quickly by Militao. Militao loses the ball. And here's Foden, plays the ball across. And it's cleared away by Fernandez Nacho. But it's right back to Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne flicks it in. Real chance for Silva. Super save by Thibaut Courtois. Oh, he kept Real Madrid in it there. What a superb save. Bernardo Silva got inside the defence. It originally started from an error from Militao. They were nearly sufficiently punished there, Real Madrid, but a super save by Thibaut Courtois, and it will be the second corner of the game for Manchester City. And I can see Mahrez and Kevin De Bruyne are over this. Mahrez is now moving away, and it will in fact be Kevin De Bruyne with the corner. Launches it in. Oh, and it's headed out to the edge of the box. Here's Cancelo. Cancelo launched over on the far side looking for Mahrez. It looks like it may have taken a touch. In fact, it hasn't. But that was a super save by the goalkeeper. I know it was at his near post. You might argue he should have saved it. But Bernardo Silva got some power behind that. And so it will be a goal kick to Real Madrid with 20 minutes gone here. And Real Madrid launched down. Thibaut Courtois launches it downfield. Just looking for Valverde there, not able to find him. Real Madrid pick it up. And it's just flicked forward with the outside of his boot there. And here's Bernardo Silva again. And he gives it to Kevin De Bruyne. And overlapping on the far side is Kyle Walker. Walker launches the ball. I know it's a poor ball. It goes long and misses everybody and goes all the way out onto the far side for a throw-in to Real Madrid. Poor ball there by Walker. One expects better of him. And you can see the frustration there on Pep Guardiola's face. Carvalho will take the throw-in for Real Madrid. And he plays it across the 18-yard box. Now, fortunately for Real Madrid, Fernandez was there, but I have to say that was a very dangerous ball to play across. I mean, Foden and Jesus were there waiting to intercept that. That was a very dangerous ball to play. And it's a throw-in now to be taken by Manchester City. And it goes back here and launched forward by Laporte. Laporte there looking for Foden, not able to find him, but Bernardo Silva picks it up. And the ball is flicked back across to Foden and back to Silva. Silva now gets the ball across, and he was looking for Mahrez. In the end, it finds... Oh, and here's Jesus! Oh, just wide. Gabriel Jesus, not far away. It came back to De Bruyne, and the ball just seemed to bounce off De Bruyne. I don't think he had full control over it, but the bounce was... actually, he did. The bounce was effective and came to Jesus, and... Oh, that's just wide. If that was on target, that was 1-0. Courtois was beaten all ends up there. So City certainly have become the closest to breaking the deadlock here. Here's Toni Kroos now. Benzema gives it to Vinicius Jr. Jr. looking for Valverde. The ball is just too long and goes all the way through to Ederson in the Manchester City goal. Now, here's Cancelo. Cancelo infield to Rodri. Rodri goes back to Laporte. And here is Bernardo Silva again, who's been involved in much of what City have created so far. Out on the far side to Walker. Kyle Walker again, another inspired run forward by Kyle Walker. He plays it in field to Jesus. Back to Mahrez. Mahrez to Cancelo on the far side. And here's Phil Foden now. Foden goes back to Cancelo, and Foden again. Foden, well, he's just being stalked at the moment. by Cavaglia, and in the end he decides to go back. Here's Diaz. Diaz now moving forward. Diaz has got a bit of space in front of him, and he gives it to Mahrez, and Mahrez launches the ball in, and that's an excellent header away that time. This time by Casemiro, but City still have the ball. And here's Foden again. Phil Foden cutting across the middle of the field there. He's got Rodri with him. Rodri gives it to Cancelo. Cancelo to Silva. And here is Kevin De Bruyne, so dangerous in these areas, but he's dispossessed that time by Valverde, and the clearance was weak. He does get it over the halfway line, but it's easily picked up by Bernardo Silva. Silva now, he's got Cancelo up with him. He gives him the ball. Foden tries to return. Cancelo tries to return the ball back, but that is a really weak pass. But he does win the ball back, and City maintain possession of the ball, and they go all the way back to Ederson, picked up by Rodri. Rodri on the far side to Kyle Walker. Control of that ball was bad, and so was the pass. It ends up with Diaz having to knock the ball out of play for a throw into Real Madrid, level with the City penalty area. And here's Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. still keeps it somehow, and it's a free kick. It's a foul. And, Kevin De Bruyne is remonstrating, but let's take a look. Yes, he gets past De Bruyne easily, but I think he goes down easily. The foul is on. It looks to me like he goes down way too easily there. I didn't see much contact at all. And Real Madrid get away with one there, but I didn't see hardly any contact at all by Rodri, if anything. But it'll be a free kick now, and Toni Kroos, ever so dangerous from out in and around the penalty area. There's probably more than Toni Kroos who could probably take this, but I suspect Kroos is the favourite, and he's standing over this now. And the referee, Daniele Osata. And it is Toni Kroos. And Kroos! Oh, that was so close! Oh, and it looks like Ederson actually may have got a hand on that, but that was eyeing up. Actually, it took a deflection off the wall, in fact. That was eyeing for the top corner. The wall did their job there, and Real Madrid have a corner, which Toni Kroos will take. Well, Germany will miss his capabilities in the World Cup in November. Of course, he has retired from international football, but in my opinion, he still had the quality to be a very, very effective player for Germany in the World Cup. They'll certainly miss him. Kroos now with the corner. And, it's gone outwards, and challenging for that was Militao. And it looks like there's been a collision, and it's the referee, Daniele Osata, has to stop the game because it looks like there's been a knock on the head there. I'm just trying to see who it is who's down. Oh, it's Kyle Walker. He seems to be okay, but let's have a look. He goes down. I don't think there was any clash of heads in the... But yes, he has gone down. The referee does have to err on the side of safety. And the referee will get this game back underway as soon as Osata is able to get himself sorted while we have a break. You're listening to Alternative Commentary on the Commentary Hub. Today's Player of the Match sponsor on the Hub is sponsored by Commentary Services. And Commentary Services would like to thank our broadcasting partners for this season: JDAP Football, JB Sports, and Storm FM. And we will just take a look at see if there's any other games about tonight. In the Premier League Cup, Wolves under 23 are beating Middlesbrough under 23 3-1 at the moment. In the Women's Super League, Manchester City 3, Birmingham 0. Arsenal 1, Tottenham 0 in the Women's Super League North London derby. We're back underway here, and it's the ball is just bouncing around now, and Real Madrid will come away with it. Here's Luka Modric. Modric gives it on the far side to Valverde. Modric gets the ball back. and he goes back to Cavalier, and Modric gets the ball back now. Modric goes all the way back to his goalkeeper, and Thibaut Courtois now. Militao takes the ball back and he gives it to Luka Modric. Modric, such an effective midfielder. So much quality he adds, and the ball is passed on there by Valverde. It didn't reach Vinicius Jr., and it was a good interception by Aymeric Laporte. And here is Casemiro winning the ball. He actually got it to Cavalier, but he seemed to have gone all the way back. Militao under pressure. City's pressing, pushing Real Madrid back. And Real Madrid are finding it difficult to create anything at the moment. Going forward, City are pressing them back continually. And a wonderful interception by Jesus there. Wonderful play. And it goes out to play, which keeps Real Madrid camped in their own half. And Carvalho throws it all the way back to his goalkeeper as Real Madrid attempt to break forward now. And here's Mendy on the far side. He's got Vinicius Jr. up there with him. Mendy. The ball is played back to Kroos. Kroos plays it over on the far side to Militao. Militao has got space in front of him now to do something. And he gives it to Carvalho. Carvalho, through the legs there of Cancela. Superb. And Modric plays a cross in. Looking for Benzema, but good defending by Diaz there. He was all over Benzema there. And Real Madrid still have it with Casemiro to Kroos. Kroos on the far side to Mendy. Mendy now has got Vinicius Jr. there. Vinicius Jr. goes back and he gives it to Kroos. Kroos as Real Madrid are again being forced back here. But here's Vinicius Jr. now as he tries to do something with this. Vinicius Jr. Good defending by Kyle Walker. Outstanding play there by the Englishman. And here's Diaz. Diaz gives it to João Cancela, who does a little flick forward to Phil Foden, who's surely brought down. But the referee continues the advantage. There'll probably be a booking for that. The referee will probably revisit that. But here now on the far side is Riyad Mahrez, and he gives it to Rodri. Rodri gives it to De Bruyne, and De Bruyne kicks the ball out of play. Casemiro is down for Real Madrid. Not sure how, because he was clutching a hold of the jersey. It almost ripped Phil Foden's jersey off. You can see there, just look at that. That's a yellow card. That's a professional foul. That is, the referee should be issuing a yellow card there. He's chosen not to, or at least I think he has. Maybe he's waiting for Casemiro to get up. But for me, that was a yellow card. And Real Madrid have already got substitutes warming up here. Just looking over at the Real bench, we're seeing some activity on there at the moment. At least some warm-ups. But Casemiro now is on his feet. And don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Commentary Live 1. You can also like our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Commentary Hub. If you like this sort of off-tube commentary, an alternative commentary, please feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel and just hit the notification bell so you don't miss any more games going forward. Commentary Services would like to thank our official streaming partner for the season, Melon. Visit their website, www.melonapp.com, and we are back underway now. Real Madrid hand the ball back to Manchester City, and here is Laporte now with the ball midway inside his own half. Laporte, and he gives it to Cancelo. Cancelo launches the ball long. He's looking for Foden, but that's comfortably dealt with by Cavalier, and it goes all the way back to Thibaut Courtois. And it looks like he may have been offside anyway, as the referee acknowledges the linesman's flag, and There is Militao, who plays it across to Fernandez, who goes back to Militao. 54% possession for Manchester City in this first half. And here's Bernardo Silva now. The referee has blown the whistle. We just have somebody going down here. This is it's just difficult to quite make out who that is. It's Karim Benzema. Let's just have a look. Oh, yes, he got the ball in a very awkward place off Rodrigo. Oh dear, that's he's going to need a couple of minutes. That's quite painful. And we have 10 minutes to go till half time. It's still Real Madrid 0, Manchester City 0 on the night. 4-3 on aggregate. And here is Cancelo. Back to Laporte. Laporte over on the far side to Diaz. Oh, Diaz played the pass, but it was miscontrolled by Kyle Walker. And he allows it to go out of play for a throw into Real Madrid. And they will take it quickly, but that was taken by Mendy. And it goes all the way back to the goalkeeper once again. And Thibaut Courtois launches it forward. And he in turn just really gives it back to Manchester City. Real Madrid in this first half have not pressed enough. They've not created enough, really. And they've not really forced Ederson into any real save. You would actually think, looking at this, that it was Real Madrid with the 4-3 aggregate lead, whereas in actual fact it's Manchester City. De Bruyne forward. He was actually looking for Mahrez, but it escapes Mahrez. And Fernandez Nacho clears up on the far side, and it is cleared downfield by Thibaut Courtois. One in the centre of the park there by De Bruyne. De Bruyne gives it out to Mahrez. Mahrez running at this Real Madrid defence here. Mahrez still going. He's intercepted there, but keeps the ball. And it's Jesus who tries to play the ball into the box. Rather Foden. And Real Madrid come away with it now. And here's Vinicius Junior. Valverde gets it back to Junior, but that's intercepted by Diaz, who plays the ball forward. And once again, intercepted by Real Madrid. Here's Modric launching the ball forward, looking for Vinicius Junior. Was he pushed there by Kyle Walker? The referee says no. Real Madrid not happy with that. And they're coming forward now again with Toni Kroos. And here is Militao. Militao out on the far side to Cavalier. Back to Militao. Militao tries to get inside the Manchester City defence. He's winning it, and he puts it out of play, does Militao. Yes, it looks like a shove, but was there enough on it? I mean, it looks like he gives him a shove with his arm. That to me looks like a foul, but was there enough on it? And here, Vinicius Junior again there. Casemiro is breaking forward for Madrid. And here's Vinicius Junior, who receives a pass there, but he's not able to control it. The pass from Karim Benzema was just had a little bit too much on it, and it goes wide for a goal kick. But there's the ball from Modric. Vinicius Junior goes in. That to me looks like a shove. That he's got his arm. He's used his elbow to shove him over. That could very well have easily been a red card. But perhaps the referee felt that there was not enough contact to warrant being shoved over. But here now is Kevin De Bruyne. The referee's decision is final, of course. And here is Gabriel Jesus. He's got space in front of him. And he gives it to De Bruyne. De Bruyne, edge of the Real Madrid penalty area to Cancelo. And here's Bernardo Silva. The cross is deflected up into the air and headed out by Mendy, but only as far as Cancelo. Back to De Bruyne. De Bruyne now so dangerous in these areas. Gives it back to Cancelo, to Bernardo Silva. And he plays it off Casemiro and out of play for a Manchester City corner. Kevin De Bruyne will go over to take it. Well, 7 minutes till half time. Real Madrid 0, Manchester City 0. And over this now is Kevin De Bruyne and Phil Foden as well. Both of them are over it. It might be Foden this time. Indeed it is. It's launched into the box and just flicked and headed out there by Valverdea, and he tries to follow up. City go all the way back to Ederson, who launches the ball long again. And up there challenging for it is Jesus, but Phil Foden finds it. Foden with a shot! Super save by Thibaut Courtois. Oh, that was a super effort. He must have been all of 35 yards out. And a smart save by Thibaut Courtois. Real Madrid now coming forward. And Modric plays the ball on the far side to Mendy. Mendy's got Vinicius Jr. up there with him. Vinicius Jr.'s got some space now into the City penalty area. Down he goes. But a good challenge, I think, by Kyle Walker that time. Superb piece of defending, I believe. That was no penalty. Let's look again. Yes, a superb piece of defending by Kyle Walker. That's outstanding play by the England international. But there's Foden's effort. Oh, super save. It was just dropping just below Thibaut Courtois. Corner to Real Madrid, which Toni Kroos will take. And it's swung in, and it's headed out by Laporte. And shot struck back in again by Valverdea. And Real Madrid, Manchester City are breaking out now. And here's Kevin De Bruyne in a foot race with Modric, and Modric wins it. He goes back to Thibaut Courtois. Foden chasing down Courtois, and he gives the ball to Militao. Militao gives it to Casemiro, and he goes out onto the far side now to Benzema. Benzema gives it to Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. back to Valverdea. Valverdea back to Kroos. Toni Kroos. Nice ball across to Carvalho. He's got a bit of space in front of him. He decides to go back to Fernandes. And here is Casemiro. Casemiro to Carvalho. Back to Casemiro. Real Madrid. Again, seemingly preferring to go backwards at the moment. Luka Modric. He plays the ball out to Vinicius Jr. And City lining up at the back very well here. Real Madrid are having real trouble trying to press against Manchester City. The defence is standing up very well to this. And the ball goes out to Modric. Modric gives it to Vinicius Jr. He's got players around him, but that's well defended. And here's Mahrez. Gives it back to Kyle Walker. Walker launches it long, but it's intercepted here by Fernandes. And Real Madrid with Toni Kroos will attempt to break again. This time Mendy. Mendy gives it to Benzema. Benzema's in here. Oh, Lord, he can punish him. Oh, he puts it over. What a chance by Benzema to level up the tie. Looks like he was just offside maybe. But he gets inside and wow, what an opportunity. Well, it was in fact given as an offside. The linesman's flag eventually was in fact raised. We're just going to look at Phil Foden's wonderful effort again. That is a better save than one would give him credit for because it bounced right at his hands. Super save by the goalkeeper and a super effort by Phil Foden. And the resulting free kick from the offside is knocked out of play. And Real Madrid will now move forward. Coming across here is Benzema. And he gets in the way of that with Laporte, but it does go behind for a goal kick. 2 minutes to go till half time. Real Madrid 0, Manchester City 0. At the Stadio Santiago Bernabeu. City still holding on to the 4-3 aggregate lead. And Ederson now with the goal kick. He's taking his time. Of course, there's no rush. And he clears it downfield. Good interception, won that time by Casemiro. Casemiro's trying to come away the ball, but he loses it. And City get possession back now with Laporte. Laporte to Diaz. Diaz gives it to Bernardo Silva off Foden. Bernardo Silva just looking for some help and assistance here. Here's João Cancelo. Cancelo gives it to Jesus, who gives it to Foden. Back to Jesus, who tries a quick touch, looking for Bernardo Silva. but it just aimlessly goes through to Thibaut Courtois. It was clear Bernardo Silva wasn't reading that properly. So we are approaching half time. We'll just see how long David Massa adds on to the game for injury time. I can't imagine it being much more than 2 minutes. That's one by Valverde, and he plays the ball out on the far side to Mendy to Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior now. He's got space up there in front of him. And he's cut inside, and he's tried to. He almost lost the ball, but it was won back by Casemiro and then lost again. And now Manchester City will break forward, but the ball is disappointing. It was looking for De Bruyne, and it was a terrible pass, and De Bruyne lets him know about it. Real Madrid will now move forward. And here come Benzema. Benzema inside to Modric. Here's Vinicius Junior. Ball bouncing around there. Casemiro gives it back to Modric. Modric right to the byline. Modric gives it back to Mendy, and it's crossed in and headed out of play. And it will be a corner. There is, in fact, 2 minutes injury time added on at the end of this first half. And Casemiro frustrated that a foul wasn't given. Again, there was contact, but the referee wondering whether there was enough. Mendy's cross in. Let's see who just gets the final header there. It is, in fact, Laporte who gets up, but a goal kick has, in fact, been given. So City will start again from the back. And the ball goes out onto the far side to Kyle Walker. Walker over the halfway line now. And he gives it back to Diaz as City are just managing out this first half stoppage time. Here's Bernardo Silva. Silva now. De Bruyne. Mahrez. De Bruyne. De Bruyne's got space in front of him now and shoots, but he blazes it over the crossbar. Jesus wondering why he didn't pick out him. And it will be a goal kick to Real Madrid. Well, there's been precious few chances for both teams. City, of course, have come close. A couple of excellent saves, one off Jesus and, of course, one off Foden. I can't think of a save, really, that Ederson has had to make in the City goal. It's going to be another corner now to Manchester City. And it's going to be taken by Foden. Launches long, a little too long, and it's headed away by Casemiro, but not far enough, only to Ruben Diaz. Back to De Bruyne. De Bruyne launches the ball in, and it's headed again, this time by Benzema. Got no call. He heads it out behind for another corner to Manchester City. And they're having a laugh and a smile about it. Goodness knows, right now there isn't much to smile about for Real Madrid. Still 4-3 down, and they aren't looking like scoring here. Foden now swings across in, and it's headed out. And that's it. That's the end of the first half. And it is 0-0 at half-time. And for one reason or another, the Real Madrid players are surrounding referee Daniele Osato, probably because of the potential foul by Kyle Walker. But the referee's decision is made on that. It is half-time here at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu. It's Real Madrid 0, Manchester City 0 at half-time. And you've been listening to the Commentary Hub. We'll be right back. Welcome back. And we are just about ready for the second half here. You're listening to off-tube commentary on the Commentary Hub. My name is Paul James. There doesn't appear to be any half-time substitutions that I can see. And we are about to get the second half underway with Manchester City attacking the goal to our right. And just waiting for the referee to get us underway. And we are back underway here. And Tony Kroos just launches the ball long, looking for Vinicius Junior on the far side. He plays it in the middle. There's a chance! Oh, what an opportunity for Real Madrid. Oh, it was Vinicius Junior, actually, who couldn't sort his feet out there. Kickoff applied. This was a superb ball. It was actually Valverde who played the ball across. Vinicius Junior with the chance. Oh, he was all of 7 yards out, and he missed the target, and Real Madrid will not get a better chance in this entire game. And Fernandez plays it back to the goalkeeper, Thibaut Courtois. But that is by far and beyond Real Madrid's best opportunity in this game so far. And here's Valverde again on the far side, who played the pass. And he gives it to Benzema. Benzema plays the ball in, and it's touched on by Modric and hooked away again by Kyle Walker. And here is Vinicius Jr. He's got space. Gives it to Mendy. Mendy crosses the ball in, hooked away by Rodri. But it's still now with Real Madrid. And it's Casemiro who gives it back to Fernandez. And here's Militao. Militao takes a leap. Looks like he was caught as well, though, and he's down now, clutching his knee. And yeah, just catches him there. That was an unpleasant contact. That would have been painful. There's the ball across, and the chance. Oh, Vinicius Jr. has to hit the target from there, and instead it remains 0-0 here. Free kick for Real Madrid, taken quickly, and the ball is long, but he's not able to find Benzema, and Ederson gets the ball out quickly, and Rodri gives it to De Bruyne, who gives it back to Rodri inside the City half. Rodri to De Bruyne, who gives it back to Kyle Walker. Bernardo Silva. He's got a bit of space on the far side. Gives it to João Cancelo. And there's Jesus, and back to Cancelo. And Laporte goes all the way back to Ederson in the City goal. And he plays it out nice and calmly here to Diaz. Diaz to Walker. And it's intercepted now by Benzema as he tries to create something for Real Madrid. Benzema, good tackle by Rodri, and it's picked up by Diaz. Diaz launches the ball across the other side of the field, and he's picking out João Cancelo. And here is Jesus. Jesus has got a bit of time and space, and he gives it there to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva roughed up and actually had lost the ball there. And it's Carvalho who now comes away with it and gives it to Kroos. Kroos dispossessed, and De Bruyne now inside the Real Madrid half, and he gives it to Rodri. Rodri to Foden. Foden to Bernardo Silva. Silva now has got space. Silva gives the ball out on the far side to Cancelo and back to De Bruyne. De Bruyne gives it to Cancelo again. Cancelo's cross, and Mendy tries to deal with it. He only heads it so far, and it's picked up, in fact, by Mahrez. Mahrez gives it to Walker, and Mahrez again, and Diaz now. Back to Mahrez. Diaz plays the ball across there to Laporte, who just plays it over the halfway line to De Bruyne. De Bruyne, nice pass looking for Jesus. Jesus now cutting inside, looking for space, plays it across, and it was more of a cross-come shot, which was comfortably dealt with by Thibaut Courtois. And he did the hard work there, but I think he wasn't sure between a cross and a shot. And Thibaut Courtois, that's going to be a comfortable save. Real Madrid still have no shots on target, despite that excellent chance they had at the start of the second half, which Vinicius Jr. blew wide. And it's going to be a free kick now. Modric is going to have to pick himself up. I think Modric there is looking for the yellow card, but it's not. It's certainly no worse than the one in the first half that wasn't suitably punished. So we play on now with Real Madrid taking the free kick quickly. And here's Toni Kroos. Kroos goes back to his goalkeeper, Thibaut Courtois. You're listening to alternative commentary on the Commentary Hub YouTube channel. Today's player of the match sponsor on the Hub is sponsored by Commentary Services. And commentary services would like to thank our broadcasting partners for this season: JDAC Football, JB Sports, and Storm FM. And it'll be a throw-in now to Manchester City. About midway inside their own half, and it's picked up by Silva from the throw-in, but dispossessed there by Carvalho, and he in turn gives the ball away, and City will now move forward. And here is Silva. The ball gets out to Kevin De Bruyne. De Bruyne on the far side, and he gives it to Mahrez. Mahrez has Mendy in front of him. He's just trying to get around him. He gives it to De Bruyne. Back to Mahrez, whose first touch is poor, and Real Madrid will come out of it now with Casemiro. And he gives it to Kroos, who in turn gives it to Vinicius Jr. on this near side. He's got De Bruyne out in front of him. Here's Vinicius Jr. Cuts inside, and again, Vinicius Jr. now. He's got space, and here is Modric with the chance, and it's blocked. Superb piece of defending by Ruben Diaz. Edison drops it, and the ball is still not cleared up. It's pandemonium inside that City penalty area, and it's ultimately scrambled clear, but Real Madrid now continue to put on the pressure. It's Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. gets the cross in, but Benzema's not there. It does go all the way over to the far side to Carvalho. Carvalho now. And it is flicked on by Casemiro, but that was a lackadaisical attempt. And it was easily picked up by Manchester City, but they give the ball away in the middle of their own half, and Real Madrid move forward again with Luka Modric. And here is Vinicius Jr. again. He's been so dangerous down that side for Real Madrid. It's the only one that's looked like he's going to be a threat. And here's Fernandez Nacho. Kroos. And here's Mendy. And Benzema again. And Mendy tries to get inside the City penalty area. He was almost successful, but it was in fact cleared away by Walker. And watching that is Militao, and he gives it back to the goalkeeper. He gives it to Fernandez. Fernandez Nacho. And it's Kroos. And he gives it with Modric. Does a quick return pass here. Mendy just failed to control it properly. And it is in fact out of play for a throw into Manchester City. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Commentary Live 1. You can also like our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Commentary Hub. If you like this type of off-tube commentary, please feel free to hit subscribe on our YouTube channel. And please click on the notification bell to receive notifications so you don't miss any more matches going forward. City now moving forward now. And there's Jesus, and he gives the ball to João Cancelo. Cancelo's ball is just a ways away from De Bruyne, and Real Madrid come away with the ball now. It's cleared forward. Modric is chasing that one, but at the back there is Walker, and he had more time than he realised there, but he cleared it out of play. And from Madrid. And they'll go all the way back to Thibaut Courtois. Commentary Services would like to thank our official streaming partner for this season, Melon. Visit their website, www.melonapp.com. And City now are coming forward. And it's Rodri on the ball in the centre circle, just inside his own half. Rodri. And he goes back. That's just flicked on by Rodri, actually. And Diaz almost not sure what to do with the ball there, almost gave it away. And here's Kyle Walker now. Oh, Walker's ball is terrible. It's behind Rodri. And here's Casemiro. Casemiro plays it inside for Vinicius Jr. Oh, he's just not able to control it. And City can clear up at the back and bring the ball away now. And yes, here is Rodri. Rodri. Kyle Walker's ball, poor ball behind Rodri, started all of that. And here's Bernardo Silva now. And Silva plays it back. And just back there is Laporte, who just kind of launches the ball. Finds Kevin De Bruyne, good ball. Kevin De Bruyne inside the Real Madrid half. Nice pass through to Foden. Can Foden get behind the last defender here? Instead, he gives it out to Jesus. It's just a bit too far out wide for Jesus, but Jesus will have the opportunity now to bring the ball in. And here is João Cancelo. Cancela gives it back to Jesus. And here's Foden. Foden's got space. He goes down. The referee thinking about giving the free kick, decides not to. Real Madrid coming forward now over the halfway line. Streaming forward is Vinicius Jr. and he gives it to Benzema. Benzema tries to slip it through to Vinicius Jr., but he was just able to take the ball and just unable to take the ball in his stride. And the ball bounced away from him and is cleared by Manchester City. Frustrating for Vinicius Jr. there. And the game has stopped for some reason. Well, the game will continue now. It's Toni Kroos. And Kroos gives it to Modric. Kroos goes all the way back to Fernandez Nacho. Nacho again. And it goes back to the goalkeeper. Well, compared to the first leg, as one might have expected, it is a much, much tighter game. But chances have appeared for both teams, but no one as yet has broken the deadlock. Here's Kyle Walker. Walker to Rodri. And here's Mahrez. Mahrez just having to go back. And here's Laporte. And Rodri here now. And Mahrez. Mahrez goes all the way back to the goalkeeper. City attempt this game right now. Building up from the back, but neither side has really been has not penetrated enough to really break through here. But here's a wonderful ball looking for De Bruyne, but right over that is Militao, just shielding the ball away from De Bruyne. That's a foul, surely. And the foul is by Kyle Walker on Vinicius Jr. And you can see here with Foden with the ball there on Modric. That was a foul on Foden, which Casemiro broke away on, and Vinicius Jr. almost got in. It's there has definitely been some questionable decisions today. Nothing that's had a major impact on the game. I think all in all, the referee hasn't done too bad. And it's a throw-in now to Real Madrid. And over this one is Cavalla. Cavalla plays it back. And it's back now with Thibaut Courtois in the Real Madrid goal. Here's Mendy. Mendy, whose clearance is well shut down by Mahrez. And Real Madrid just struggling to get out away from their own penalty area at the moment. Here's Mendy. Mendy gives the ball away to Rodri. And Kyle Walker just gave the ball away then as well. And it's back with Thibaut Courtois. 30 minutes left in this game almost. And it is Real Madrid 0, Manchester City 0. And here's Luka Modric launches the ball forward, looking for Mendy. Mendy claiming he was climbed upon. The referee says no. Here is Gabriel Jesus. Jesus again. Just around the centre circle at the moment, just inside the Real Madrid half. And here's Laporte. And he gives it to Silva. And, good play, in fact, there by João Caçar. He was being fouled, but he still maintained possession of the ball. And here's Walker. Walker, dispossessed there by Vinicius Jr. And here goes Vinicius Jr. again. And he's getting inside the penalty area now. Bit of space for Vinicius Jr. He's being surrounded there by Manchester City defenders. Still got the cross away. It wasn't able to find Benzema. But now City will come away with the ball. Back heel there by Bernardo Silva to Mahrez. Vinicius Jr. has really been the threat for Real Madrid in this game. And he looks most likely to break the deadlock, even really out of both teams. And it goes back here now to inside the Real Madrid penalty area. Fernandez Nacho gives it to Thibaut Courtois. And Courtois clears it. And here's Modric. And just breaking out on the far side there. He's just looking there for Benzema in midfield. Was not able to find him, and now City will take over again. And here's Bernardo Silva inside the centre circle. Bernardo Silva gives the ball out wide, and it's to João Cancelo. Cancelo gives it to Rodrigo, and he's playing the ball back. Real Madrid fans not currently becoming a little bit frustrated. It has to be said. You can hear the groans of discontent here. And City now over the halfway line, and there's a foul surely there. It'll be a free kick to Manchester City for a foul on Phil Foden. Tackle from behind. It's a rather unpleasant challenge, but punishable there. And Kyle Walker has gone down now. And we haven't had any substitutions yet, so we're just going to see exactly what's going to happen. Kyle Walker's still down. Vinicius Jr. reminding the referee about time, as if he needs reminding. And Kyle Walker is still down. But so far, it doesn't look like there's any changes. Oh, well, yes, now there is. Zinchenko is coming on. And he may well be coming on for Kyle Walker. We'll see. Mahrez and Pep Guardiola having what looked like a heated conversation there. Let's see. Yes, Kyle Walker appears to be going off now. We're just going to see if it's actual substitution or whether he's just going off to be allowed back on again by the referee. Now, it's being spoken to there by Pep Guardiola. It looks like he will continue to come on, but we had Zinchenko coming up there. I don't know whether Zinchenko was stripped and ready to come on, but he's not. He's actually not come on. And here is Mahrez. And Walker is about ready to come back onto the field when he is allowed. And he's on now. So it'll be it's back with Ederson, who launches the ball downfield and headed out of play by Mendy. And it'll be a throw-in. Must have come off Walker as well, because that went out to a throw-in to Real Madrid. It's back with Thibaut Courtois now. And here is Laporte, who goes back to the goalkeeper. And it is very tight right now. And it's cleared by Ederson out, and will be a throw-in to Real Madrid. And on the far side there, it's out of play. He tried to turn there, but he wasn't successful, was Valverde. And it'll in fact be a throw-in now to Manchester City. Valverde almost wins the ball back, however. But Laporte gets a second bite to the cherry. Here is Kroos. In midfield there, dispossessed is Casemiro. He's complaining he wasn't warned that there was a player on. Here's Rodri, and that looks like a late tackle and a yellow card, in fact, for the late tackle on Kevin De Bruyne. And we'll just see who received that yellow card. Looks like Carvajal has received a yellow card. So Danny Carvajal, yellow card. It's late. It's worthy of a yellow card. But it'll be a free kick to Manchester City now. De Bruyne going forward. The free kick was taken, but Phil Foden lost possession, and now here come Real Madrid. And here's Valverde on the far side, but he's dispossessed. And now here is Silva for Real Madrid, streaming towards the edge of the Real Madrid penalty area. And it looks like there's another foul. And it'll be a free kick for another foul from Casemiro, and I do wonder, that's 3 or 4 now by him. I do wonder when the referee is going to show him the yellow card. It's be a free kick now to Manchester City. I'd say it is maybe about 20 yards outside the penalty area here. And De Bruyne is over it. He might just swing this one in. It is, in fact, it is De Bruyne. He swings it in, and the header there is won by Benzema. And it's hooked away again by Toni Kroos, but it's out of play. And the throw-in is taken quickly. Here's Bernardo Silva. And he gives it to Rodrigo. And the referee acknowledging the fact that there was a foul, but allows play to go on. And here's Laporte onto the far side to Jean Cancelo. And here's Rodri. And here is De Bruyne. His pass is found Gabriel Jesus. Real Madrid appeal for offside, and it's finally given. Well, yes, he's maybe just offside. It was a close one. Probably maybe a quarter of a yard or so. And Real Madrid will have a free kick just outside of their own penalty area. And Real Madrid are about ready to make their first change. And it's launched forward. And it is headed forward and just goes out of play, which Laporte just allows it to go out of play. We are going to get a change here by Real Madrid. It is Toni Kroos who is coming off for Real Madrid, and it is Rodrigo coming on as a replacement. It's an extra attacking player here as Real Madrid attempt to get themselves back into this tie. So Rodrigo on for Toni Kroos. 22 minutes to go. It's Real Madrid 0, Manchester City 0. And Laporte knocks it out of play for a throw into Real Madrid. And once again, out of play. And goes back to Fernandez Nacho. Oh, and it's a foul there, surely, on Militao. He'll take that quickly. And he gives it back to Nacho. And it's Mendy on this near side now. Mendy. Nacho. Plays the ball just over the halfway line. Here's Belvedere. And the ball is launched forward. They were looking for Carvajal there, but not able to find him. And here is Bernardo Silva now, right on the touchline. Now he plays it to Phil Foden, but it's just a little bit too far out of his reach. And that's tidied up at the back and cleared downfield by Thibaut Courtois. And Vinicius Jr. goes down under the challenge from Kyle Walker. And the referee, I think, is going to give a free kick here. Walker is still down, clutching something. I just want to see what the referee is going to do here. Let's take a look at this again. Walker is clutching his leg again. Surely Walker at this point should consider being taken off here, but you see the ball there. Vinicius Jr. is, there's hardly anything in it, is there? I mean, it's just a shoulder. Vinicius Jr. goes down way too easy there. Walker is still in a lot of pain. And I think Walker needs to come off at this point just to avoid any more damage, if nothing else. Well, while we're on a break, you are listening to alternative commentary on the Commentary Hub YouTube channel. Today's Player of the Match sponsor on the Hub is sponsored by Commentary Services. And commentary service would like to thank our broadcasting partners for the season, JDAC Football, JB Sports and Storm FM. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter at Commentary Live 1. And you can also like our Facebook page, facebook.com/The Commentary Hub. Now, there is a sector on right now for Kyle Walker. Ilkay Gundogan is preparing himself to come on. But this doesn't look good. This doesn't look good at all for Kyle Walker. The stretcher is on. And well, now the stretcher is on his feet and he's limping off, but he does not look comfortable at all. And we'll just see Zinchenko and Gundogan that is coming on. One has to assume Zinchenko is coming on for Kyle Walker. That's right. Gundogan. Just take a look and see who Gundogan is coming on for. Gundogan is coming on for Kevin De Bruyne. Well, that is, I know Kevin De Bruyne has certainly not been at his best tonight, but I consider that to be a very brave substitution to take off, my opinion, the world's best midfielder. But there it is. He has come off. Okay, Gundogan has come on. A more than adequate replacement, one has to say. The German has been in fine form this season for Manchester City. So the game is back underway. And Ederson clears it. Wasn't the best clearance, but it did find Bernardo Silva, who flicks it on, but it's intercepted by Mendy. And here's Gundogan now. And he plays it out on the far side to Zinchenko. Gundogan to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva's got time and space. And Bernardo Silva, here's Mahrez with a chance and a goal! Manchester City have done it! They have taken the 1-goal lead, which gives them a 2-goal lead on aggregate. And it is Riyad Mahrez. Well, the goal seemed to just come out of nowhere. Manchester City take a 1-goal lead on the 72nd minute. And you'll see it here. Let's take a look at it again. It starts with Zinchenko, whose ball is to Gundogan. Gundogan plays a wonderful ball there to Bernardo Silva, and he's just cutting across the penalty area with Mahrez. And he just, it's actually, I would say, it's a nice finish. And I'm not sure a goalkeeper like Thibaut Courtois should be beaten from at his front post like that, but he has been. And Riyad Mahrez gives Manchester City the 1-goal lead and a clear path to the final right now, because Real Madrid need 2. And here is Fernandez Nacho. And this is definitely something that Real Madrid now, they've got a mountain to climb, and have only got 16 minutes to do it in. Here's Mendy. Mendy goes back to the goalkeeper. Commentary Services would like to thank our streaming partner for this season, Melon. Visit their streaming app, www.melonapp.com. Okay, and here is Luka Modric. And he gives it to, Vinicius Jr. just taken out of it. Real Madrid are ready to bring on 2 players, Camavingo and Marco Asensio are just on the touchline there, ready to come on. And Asensio is coming on. Let's just take a look for, it's actually Casemiro going off, and Asensio is coming on, and Modric is coming off, and Camavingo is coming on. So 3 substitutions made by Real Madrid now as they attempt to repair the damage here. It'll be a throw-in. So just to reiterate that substitution, Camavingo and Asensio on for Modric and Casemiro. Zinchenko now will take the throw-in. as Real Madrid now will attempt to push forward and repair this damage. They are facing elimination right now. The throw-in by Zinchenko was knocked out of play by Gabriel Jesus, and there is Carlo Ancelotti, and he cuts the face of a worried man. And Real Madrid breaking forward now. Here's Vinicius Junior, and he gives it back to Camavingo. Camavingo on the far side to Militao. Militao, ball forward. And it's headed on out of play by Laporte. And the throw-in will be taken by Carvalhal. Okay, and the ball is back here with Camavingo. Camavingo on the far side to Mendy. Here is Marco Asensio, and he launches the ball in, but only as far as Ederson, and it's a comfortable save for him. It's Real Madrid 0, Manchester City 1. We're looking at another all-English Champions League final for the second year in a row, and Manchester City possibly getting through to the Champions League final for the second year in a row. Here's Gundogan, midway inside his own half. Rodrigo gives it to Zinchenko, and streaming across the halfway line is Gundogan again. Was he fouled there? The referee says no. We play on. Here's Camavingo. Goes back to Thibaut Courtois. Camavingo now. And here's Mendy. And it's launched forward. Knocked on there by Marco Asensio. And it's out of play and will be a throw-in taken by Vinicius Junior. Asensio again, and it's out of play one more time, this time off Rodri. And another throw-in to Real Madrid. Another substitution coming up. It's Jack Grealish, who's coming on for Gabriel Jesus. So Jesus is coming off, and Jack Grealish is coming on as Manchester City make their third substitution. And Courtois, looking at the replay of that goal, Courtois has got to want that back. It's a goalkeeper of his quality. He's not going to be being happy beaten on his front post. So Jesus off, Grealish on, Camavingo. Well, he attempted to find Nachos, but not able to do that. And Camavingo in good tackle there. The ball actually came off Rodri, and it's a throw-in to Real Madrid. And Camavingo gives it to Mendy now to take the throw-in. Mendy goes back to Nacho. And here's Mendy. Back to Nacho, and it's a good ball back there from Mendy. And here is Militao to Carvalhal. I think it's Carvalhal, actually. I want to say it's Carvalhal or Carvalho. I'll go with Carvalho. I'm more comfortable saying that. I'm sorry if I've got it wrong. And it'll be a free kick to Real Madrid, just inside, well, about midway inside their own half. And here's Camavingo. And it's launched forward by Nacho, looking for Asensio. Asensio is claiming handball. He might have been better just chasing that ball through. He might have been in there with an opportunity. And here's Gundogan. And picked up there by Valverde. And it's back now with Mendy. And it's flicked forward for Vinicius Junior, not able to find him. And Riyad Mahrez takes it up on the halfway line, moving forward now. And here is Bernardo Silva, been so effective. And it's a good tackle by Nacho. Takes it behind for a corner. And it's going to be a corner for... That was a handball. He's claiming it came off Carvalho... claiming it came off Cancelo's arm. It might very well have done. He's still complaining about it now. And here's Bernardo Silva. Gives it to Mahrez. Mahrez' ball back is not a great one. And it's cleared up at the back. And here's Mendy, who gives it to Vinicius Junior. His first touch is just away from him. And it's back to the goalkeeper from Diaz. Diaz launches the ball downfield. We've got 10 minutes left here. It is Real Madrid 0, Manchester City 1. You're listening to delayed coverage on the commentary hub, off-tube commentary between Real Madrid and Manchester City in the second leg of the Champions League semi-final. It's 5-3 on aggregate, 1-0 on the night to Manchester City. Throw-in taken quickly, and here is Real Madrid now. They've got a... Oh, well, Rodrigo there just trying to break inside. He was not successful, and it was cleared away. And it looks like Fernandinho is about to come on for Manchester City. I just caught a glimpse of him a moment ago, so I'm not sure whether that substitution is going to be taken now. No. And here's Camavingo, long ball, picked out by Benzema. Benzema turns, forces a good save from Ederson, but the linesman's flag is offside. Is raised for offside anyway. Karim Benzema just turned the last defender there, got the shot away, but it was a super save, and it was a super ball by Camavingo. It has to be said, and it just brought it down excellently. Yeah. And but he was just offside, and it will be a free kick. I was right, Fernandinho is coming on. We're just looking at who he's going to take off for him. And here's Cancelo now. 8 minutes to go. Here's Ilkay Gundogan. He's currently wearing the captain's armband. Gundogan. Looks like he's wearing the captain's armband anyway. And the ball is long, and it's given here to Silva. Silva, nice bit of play. Streaming over the halfway line for Manchester City. The tackle is made by Camavingo. No foul. Asensio. And Asensio loses the ball, and City come away with it again with Ilkay Gundogan. And here's Laporte. Laporte on the far side to Zinchenko. And it's intercepted there. And look at it here. This was a wonderful move by Silva. Just plays it inside the two midfielders there quite easily. And Real Madrid now have the ball, and it's Nacho. Nacho gives the ball over to the far side to Militao. And they was looking for Rodrigo, I should say, and they were not able to find it. And here's Gundogan. Gundogan again gets the ball out to Grealish on the far side. Here's Grealish, bit of space in front of him. Still Grealish, surely fouled there. And out comes the referee's card. And it'll be... It's not Militao, obviously. Militao has been booked. Yeah, Militao. It actually is Militao. And he has been booked. Yeah. So Militao goes into the book for that challenge. And it will be a free kick. And here comes the change. Fernandinho is coming on. And coming off is Riyad Mahrez. So Riyad Mahrez comes off now. And Fernandinho is coming on for a fourth substitution for Manchester City. Remember, you're allowed 5 in the Champions League. 6 minutes to go. Real Madrid 0, Manchester City 1. City lead 5-3 on aggregate. And just over the ball now is Ilkay Gundogan. Is he going to swing it in? And he does. He swings it in, but it's just headed away there by Valverde. But it comes back out to Gundogan. Gundogan plays it there to Silva. Silva launches the ball forward again, and it's picked up by Fernandinho on the far side. Fernandinho just keeping it in the corner for the moment. Here's Grealish. Grealish gives the ball over on the far side there with the shot. Oh, a super save! And oh, what an attempt! And oh, that was a super strike. It was a super save, and the shot was by João Cancelo. And that was a save that is, well, if that would have gone in, it certainly would have been curtains for Real Madrid. And here's Rodri, and he gives the ball out on the far side to Grealish. And here is Gundogan. Gundogan to Fernandinho, under pressure by Camavinga. But it will, in fact, be a throw. And you see the shot from Cancelo there. And it's a super save. Super save. It took a bit of a deflection as well, in fairness. It was a good save by Thibaut Courtois. And here's Cancelo again. He's under pressure by Vinicius Jr. And he gives it back to Laporte. And helped on there now. And space in front of him is Jack Grealish. He's got a lot of space here now. Grealish gets into the penalty area. Real chance for Grealish. It's off the line. Somehow that was kept out by Mendy. Oh, I don't know how Mendy kept that out, but that was all for going in. Right on the line, Mendy just cleared it, and it still says 1-0. And I now have to just give you my my player of the match in a moment. But Jack Grealish again inside the Real Madrid penalty area. Grealish cuts inside with a shot. Oh, and it just goes wide. Oh, that was nearly 3-0. And instead it stays 1-0. And my man of the match or player of the match today, I am giving it to Bernardo Silva. His superb work in midfield has made him very, very difficult to handle. Real Madrid have had difficulty handling throughout the game. And my player of the match, sponsored by Commentary Services, goes to Bernardo Silva. And it will be a corner to Manchester City with 3 minutes left. And here is the man of the match on the ball with the corner now, Bernardo Silva. He takes it short. And he gives it to Cancelo. Cancelo launches the ball in. Thibaut Courtois will claim that all day. Time running out now for Real Madrid. They've got less than 3 minutes to try to pull this round. And frankly, most of the game, they haven't looked like scoring. The ball is long there now, looking for Vinicius Jr. He's trying to get inside Cancelo. He's not successful. Foul there on Benzema. Not a foul, sorry. A good tackle there on Benzema. And Zinchenko now plays it forward to Grealish, who's also brought a different dimension to Manchester City since coming on. Twice almost scored. One off the line by Mendy and one just wide. Real Madrid now. Here is Mendy. Mendy gives it to Vinicius Jr., who for me has definitely been Real Madrid's outstanding player. And here's Rodrigo. Rodrigo gives it back to Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. crosses the ball in, but Zinchenko is there to head the ball away. Here's Bernardo Silva, our player of the match. He's dispossessed that time. And the ball comes out on the far side to Militao. Camavinga. Nacho. Just over the Real Madrid halfway line, Nacho. And he gives the ball to Rodrigo. Rodrigo just tries to touch it past Diaz, but it's cleared up at the back. And it'll be a throw-in now to Real Madrid. Just 2 seconds to play by Cancel, but here's Real Madrid now. Here's a chance now for Rodrigo. And he just wasn't able to get on the end of the pass from Benzema. And you can see here the pass from Benzema just a bit too much on it, but they still have it. And it's Rodrigo again. And it's out on the far side to Camavinga. Camavinga launches the ball in, looking for Benzema. Benzema hooks it in on a goal! And it's one back. And it is Rodrigo, the substitute. And we're inside the last minute, and Rodrigo gets a touch, and it's 1-1. And you can see here Camavinga's ball to Benzema is onside. Benzema just knocks it on first time. Camavinga gets ahead Rodrigo gets ahead of Diaz and has a simple tap in, really. And they fell asleep defensively there, especially Diaz. He allowed Rodrigo to get ahead of him very easily there. And it's Real Madrid 1, Manchester City 1. And our fourth official, David Massa, has added 6 minutes of injury time. This game is not over yet. Another goal by Real Madrid, and this will be extra time here at the Bernabeu. And here goes Vinicius Jr. Vinicius Jr. cuts inside, trying to get the cross in, and he gets inside the penalty area, but that's cleared up at the back well there by Fernandez. Not by Fernandez, sorry. And it's launches, but the ball is launched in, and here's Rodrigo again, and he plays the ball out on the far side, looking for Militao. And the ball is launched in again, and the header! It's 2-2! It's 2-1 rather, and Real Madrid have scored. And the goal scorer is Rodrigo, I believe. Actually, no, it's Asensio. It's Asensio. Oh, I say, how close were Manchester City? Oh, what a cross. It was, let's look at this again. It's the ball is out on the far side too, and it's Militao, and then Carvajal launches the cross in, and there is Rodrigo with his second of the game, a thumping header. What a substitution by Carlo Ancelotti, allowing this guy to come on, and he's repaid his manager with 2 goals. Oh, I say, they are such a difficult team to beat. Chelsea came so close, Paris Saint-Germain came so close, and now Real Madrid are beating Manchester City 2-1. We're tied on 5 on aggregate. And I can't believe this, I'll be honest with you. I just didn't see this coming. Here's Karim Benzema. It's Rodrigo again, and this time a good save by Ederson. And my goodness me, he nearly stole in for a hat-trick. That's a super save, actually, by the goalkeeper. And this is Marco Asensio is going to take the corner quickly. He does for Real Madrid. And the ball, Cavalier launches the ball in again, and this time Ederson is on the end of it. Well, it was a superb header by Rodrigo. Really, Ederson didn't stand a chance. And again, seemed to just come out of nowhere. And here's Valverde. Valverde plays it in. And it's cleared away now by Manchester City. And here's Jack Grealish. And again, the first goal for Real Madrid was poor defending on the part of Diaz. And the second goal as well, Rodrigo was left unmarked there. And here's Foden. Foden now streaming forward for Manchester City. Oh, he attempts to try to find the slide rule pass through there, but he was not successful. And here's Fernandinho now. Fernandinho fouled, surely, referee, and he does give the free kick. Well, we're inside 3.5 minutes. Fernandinho takes it quickly to Foden, who plays the shot over the crossbar. Oh, and well, they took it quickly, and you can see here with a foul on Fernandinho. Fernandinho reacts quickly and smartest, and just quickly gives the ball to Foden, and Foden took the shot, but it's over the crossbar. And oh, how important was that clearance off the line now by Mendy? How important was that? And we are all tied up on aggregate 5-5, 2-1 to Real Madrid on the night. But Bernardo Silva is launching in. Courtois is after that, and he clears it. And Rodrigo going up with Laporte, and the linesman's flag has been raised, and we are looking like we are going to extra time. Well, I commentated on the second leg of Chelsea versus Real Madrid in the last round, which also went into extra time. And so now we are going to do the same. By the looks of it, we have just about a minute left in stoppage time. And here's Diaz for Manchester City. And it's now with Cancella. And it goes out to play for a throw into Real Madrid. And there's the goal. The header was just absolutely superb. There was no chance. It was really worthy of a goal of winning any game. And here's Grealish. He gives looking for Ilkay Gundogan. Bernardo Silva up there as well. Camavingo and Asensio chasing the ball down. But what a superb tackle by Fernandinho. And another one by Valverde, who will get the yellow card for that tackle on Fernandinho. And the referee now, he's down now, still Asensio. And you can see the tackle here. It's almost a 50-50, but it's late. Oh, it's late. Valverde late on that tackle. It was a 50-50, really. But it'll be a free kick to Manchester City. This probably will be the last opportunity inside the 90 because we played the full 6 minutes. It's Zinchenko over this now. Zinchenko launches a ball into the box and it goes out of play. And it is extra time. And it's full time here. Final whistle goes. It's 2-1 to Manchester, 2-1 to Real Madrid. It's all tied up right now, 5-5, and we are going to play 30 minutes of extra time. And you have been listening to the Commentary Hub, and I will be right back. Welcome back, and we are about ready to get extra time underway. We do have, looking at the substitutions that are left for both teams, City have 1 left and Real Madrid have 2. And this crowd at the Bernabeu Stadium sense a victory. Can City lift themselves after giving away that goal in injury time? Can City lift themselves and get the victory here at the Bernabeu Stadium in the next 30 minutes? If it is not settled, we will go to penalties. Well, the referee is about to get us underway. City will now be attacking the goal to our left. Just waiting for the referee to get us underway. No substitutions in extra time that I can see. And we are underway. And here is Zinchenko. Well, 90 and 91 minutes, the goals by Rodrigo came. Absolutely incredible, almost unbelievable. And somebody's on the pitch now. He's waving something. I'm not sure what it is. It's a red flag with something on it. He's now being chased away by the officials. And I'm not sure what it was, but let's get this man off the pitch and let's get on with the game. So the officials have dealt with that very quickly. He's now off the pitch and we can resume the game. And the throw-in will be taken here by Carvajal now, and he gives it back to Militao. Militao launches the ball forward. It's intercepted and won in midfield there by Valverde. And here's Mendy. Mendy gives it out on the far side again. So Vinicius Jr. has it again. Here goes Vinicius Jr. running at this defence on a real chance. Benzema with a shot. And, it bounced out of Ederson's hands. The shot there, it just bounced out of Ederson's hands. Bit of too much power on the shot there for Ederson. No damage, though. City now have the ball at the back with Diaz. Diaz now. And he gives the ball back to Ederson as City will attempt to break forward. Here is Laporte. Laporte gives it to Rodri. And here's Fernandinho. Fernandinho out onto the far side. Looks like it's Foden up there. Foden dispossessed that time. And again, it's played back there to the goalkeeper, Thibaut Courtois. And here's Camavingo now. Camavingo, he's got Rodrigo up with him. Camavingo gives it to Rodrigo. Plays across the middle. Oh, he goes down and a penalty has been given. A penalty to Real Madrid. And it looks like Benzema was fouled in the penalty area. And it's going to be a penalty to Real Madrid. Now, VAR will look at it. We'll just take a look at it ourselves. Camavingo started off there, and he played it out on the far side to Rodrigo, who's been causing all the damage. Plays it across, and yes, there's contact. Let's have a look. Oh no, he might get the ball first there. I think this is going to be overturned. I think he wins the ball first. I think Diaz wins the ball first. Oh, actually, no, he doesn't. It took a couple of looks for me to make a decision on that. That actually is a penalty. That is a penalty. He just toe poked it. Did Benzema ahead of him? So Benzema now will take the penalty and a chance to give Real Madrid the lead for the first time in this tie. And Ederson now, big task in front of him. Benzema's going to take it. And Ederson told to stay on the goal line. And this is a chance for Real Madrid to take the lead in this tie. Benzema. And he tucks it in to Ederson's left-hand side. And Real Madrid take a 3-1 lead on the night and a 6-5 lead on aggregate. And Manchester City now have a mountain to climb because Real Madrid 3-1 up at home, 6-5 on aggregate. And this now is going to be a very interesting 25 minutes. Yeah, Benzema, again, I'm looking at that and I'm seeing it is a penalty. I initially thought Diaz got the ball first, but that's not the case. Benzema just got his toe to it. And great decision by the referee. Great decision by Daniele Osata. It couldn't have been easy to have seen at that angle. And I needed two or three times looking at that. But Benzema there tucks it away into the left-hand side. And Real Madrid are celebrating now. But there's 25 minutes left still in this football match. You never rule out Manchester City. They have got the talent and the skill to get back into this game. And Sterling is about ready to be brought on. And here is Fernandinho. And he gives it to to Laporte. Laporte out on the far side to Grealish. Grealish has got space. And he finds Rodri. Rodri on the far side there. Cancelo just gives it to Foden. Foden gives it to Bernardo Silva, who is good challenge there. Takes the ball out of play. It is a corner to Manchester City. Good work by Nacho. Fine tackle. And Manchester City now will have a corner. And it's Ilkay Gundogan. Gundogan looks like, yes, he swings the ball in there. And Diaz is up there and it's hooked away by Nacho. And it's a good distance on the clearance. And Zinchenko will have to go all the way back to Ederson. Sterling still waiting to come on. And here's Laporte. Laporte now. He gives it to Grealish. Grealish back to Laporte. Diaz. Cancelo. Cancelo again. Looks like there was a foul there on Grealish. And it will be a free kick to Manchester City. About 40 yards out. You've got to think that they might make that substitution now. It doesn't look like it, but I do wonder who he's going to bring off for Raheem Sterling. Free kick to be taken now. Foden steps over it, and Ilkay Gundogan swings it in. And it's Karmavalingo gets that away, and here's Zinchenko. Zinchenko crosses it in, and there's a chance by Fernandinho, gets on the volley, but he turns it over, and it will be a goal kick. Great composure on the penalty by Benzema. Just tucks it right into the corner to send those Real Madrid fans into raptures. Well, what happens now as the time ticks down, as Real Madrid now, and so Sterling is on, and it's number 16, Rodri, is off. So Rodri is off, Sterling is on. That concludes the 5 substitutions for Pep Guardiola. Last roll of the dice. Throw in to be taken by Mendy for Real Madrid. Plenty of time for Manchester City to get back into this game. Can they do it? There's so much about this game that reminds me of the Chelsea game, where it was Chelsea that came back and got the lead against Real Madrid, but ended up conceding and losing in extra time. Can City change this, the way this has gone? Paris Saint-Germain could not dispose of Real Madrid, neither could Chelsea. I hate to use this term, but they are as difficult to kill as a New York cockroach. And that's really as it is. They're very difficult to kill off in this game. And this season themselves, they've been very resilient all the way through, and they are holding on so far. And ball is out wide to Jack Grealish. Grealish has some time. Gundogan. And it's back to Laporte. Here's Fernandinho. And here's Gundogan again. And he gets the ball to Zinchenko. Zinchenko infield to Grealish. To Zinchenko again. He's trying to get inside the defence there. Grealish now comes in. And we're going to play on there. Looked like a foul, but the referee has said no. And Rodrigo is dispossessed by Zinchenko. And Real Madrid will come away with the ball now. And here's Camavinga. Camavinga over the halfway line to Rodrigo. Great challenge there by Raheem Sterling. I didn't see a lot wrong with that, but the referee did. And Sterling will be shown the yellow card. Well, to me, that looked like a good tackle. Well, he went over the ball. Although he did win the ball, he went over the ball. I just didn't think there was an awful lot wrong with that. That looked like a good tackle to me. But he's got the yellow card for it, and it will be a free kick to Real Madrid. Well, as we approach towards the end of the first half of extra time, 3 minutes left in the first period of extra time. And City now will be wanting to break down Real Madrid. Carlo Ancelotti, what a job he's done at the Bernabeu Stadium this season. And Dani Ceballos is about to come on for Real Madrid as they're going to use their 4th substitution now. Well, as it stands, Real Madrid will be going to Paris to take on Liverpool. Well, Real Madrid now with a free kick, and Carvajal launches it forward. It's intercepted by City, and they're on the break now, and it's Phil Foden, and he gives it to Jack Grealish. Grealish. He's got Fernandinho inside. On the far side is Cancelo. Cancelo launches the ball in, and Carvajal deals with it, just clears it out of play. No messing about. And Zinchenko. Raheem Sterling looking for a bit of space. He's got Grealish with him, and also Gundogan. Gundogan gives it to Sterling. Sterling not able to get inside that Real Madrid defence, and the referee blows for a foul on Sterling. In fact, for the handball there. And here comes Dani Ceballos, and coming off is Karim Benzema. Whoa, that is a brave shout by Ancelotti. There's only one goal in this. Benzema is a goal-scoring threat and a would-be penalty taker if it went that far. But Dani Ceballos comes on for Karim Benzema. Yeah, I mean, I can only think it must be an injury, but it doesn't look like it. And he did look a little disappointed when he saw his name, when he saw his number come up there. So I have to say, that's a brave decision by Carlo Ancelotti. Let's see if it pays off. We're inside the last minute of the first half of extra time. It's headed on by Camavinga and cleared away by Laporte. And over this now is Ceballos gets his first touch, and he wins a throw-in. And, well, I've already given my player of the match, although I think Rodrigo has sort of put that to bed. But I have to maintain with my choice of player of the match. I believe I'm not allowed to change it. And the ball's out on the far side now, and it's... here's an opportunity. Asensio nearly got inside there, but it was cleared away. And we have 2 minutes of injury time in half time, before half time of extra time. Oh, that's a handball there by Cancelo to me. But he's got his arm by his side, so perhaps the referee, perhaps that's why they haven't done anything with that. And here's Zinchenko. Zinchenko to Grealish. Grealish, can he tuck inside? Oh, good ball to Ilkay Gundogan. And here's Fernandinho, tucks the ball over on the far side. And the ball is bouncing around in the penalty area. Foden's chasing it down. And City continue now with the ball. And here's Cancelo. Cancelo to Bernardo Silva. And here's Raheem Sterling trying to get inside. Silva again. Bernardo Silva working his way through there. And it's cleared away by Fernandes, out of play. We've got 1 minute of injury time left at the end of this first half of extra time. Real Madrid 3, Manchester City 1, and Real Madrid leads 6-5 on the night. 6-5 on aggregate. And the ball is played long over onto the far side here to Jack Grealish, who picks it up. He's got a bit of space in front of him now. He gives it to Zinchenko. Alexander Zinchenko. And he's just trying to find a bit of space so that he can swing the ball in. And here's Ilkay Gundogan. Gundogan over on the far side. And it's Diaz now. And it's Sterling. And it's Cancelo. Cancelo plays the ball. It's all over the place. On the back post. Oh, what a chance for Fernandinho on the back post. And, well, that was an open chance. It was flicked on by Foden. The goalkeeper, Thibaut Courtois, got a touch on it, but it fell to Fernandinho there. He has to score. Oh, and he puts it wide. Oh, Manchester City will not get a better chance in this game. And it's half-time in extra time now. And it's Real Madrid 3, Manchester City 1. They're going to take a short break. They'll just basically swap sides. Um, and you can have a look here. Mahrez gave City the lead on 73 minutes, so one back by Rodrigo. And of course, then uh, the second goal inside the injury time, forced the game into extra time, and Benzema's penalty has given Real Madrid the advantage in this one. But if he'd have scored, we would have been all tied up again. What an opportunity, and what a tie this has been. It has to be said. It promised to be uh, an outstanding tie by two of the best footballing teams in the world, and it really has turned out to be that way. Real Madrid holding the advantage right now. Both managers having a quick chat with their players before they get underway for the second half of extra time. Can City force penalties or even perhaps go on and win it with two more goals? Real Madrid fans are obviously having a wonderful time. And Carlo Ancelotti has one more substitute at his disposal. And we are about to get ready for the second half of extra time. What a tie this has been. It's been an absolute privilege to bring this second leg to you today. You're listening to alternative commentary on the Commentary Hub. My name is Paul James. I'm your alternative commentator. And with 15 minutes left in this barn burner of a tie, but can City get an equaliser and force penalties maybe? Let's see. Real Madrid attacking the goal to our left as the second half of extra time gets underway. And the ball is launched long there by Thibaut Courtois. And there's been a clash in the almost in the centre circle there. And it's going to be a free kick to Real Madrid. And yeah, it's... I'm not sure exactly what Phil Foden does to have to be penalised. It just I don't see anything wrong with that at all. But the referee has awarded a free kick to Real Madrid, and Fernandinho is complaining at Daniela Osata, the referee. It doesn't make any difference. The referee makes a decision, and we're going to have a free kick here for Real Madrid. And just over this one now. Looks like it might be Carvajal. Just wait for him to launch the ball forward. He does. And it's Mendy now. And Mendy flicks it back to Camavingo. And Nacho goes all the way back to Thibaut Courtois. Courtois launches it downfield. And challenging up there is Zinchenko. And he just gets the better of Rodrigo in that occasion. And it's going to be a throw-in. Midway inside the Manchester City half. And it's Carvajal. He takes the throw-in and he gets dispossessed there. And Grealish gives the ball to Foden. And Foden launches a ball looking for Sterling. Sterling, can he get inside the City defence, the Real Madrid defence here? He's not able to. Instead, there is a foul. And it'll be a free kick. Nacho there is the one that is fouled. And it'll be a free kick now to Real Madrid. And you have to wonder now whether Pep Guardiola is thinking about the substitutions that he made, opting for a more defensive format, which now has sort of backfired. And Foden is trying to get Militao on his feet. He's currently down. Grealish is complaining to the referee. And looks like we are going to have another substitution, and it's Jesus Vallejo who is readying himself to come on. But he may have to come on for Militao because Militao is still down. And let's see here. Well, Villahau is waiting to come on. He could come on for Militao. Pep Guardiola, there's really not much more he can do. He's used his 5 substitutions. Militao will in fact carry on. He will have to go off and come back on again. And Villahau puts his vest back on and will continue as normal. So it's Thibaut Courtois who has the free kick just inside his own penalty area. And he launches that left-footed downfield. And headed on by Grealish, but out of play. By Zinchenko, rather, out of play, and a throw into Real Madrid. And we are looking at 10 minutes left in extra time. It's 3-1 to Real Madrid. 6-5 to Real Madrid on aggregate. It is they who are currently heading to Paris to take on Liverpool. Ilkay Gundogan. Diaz. Cancelo. Diaz again. Back to Laporte. Back to Diaz. And here's Cancelo. Oh, he's almost intercepted by Vinicius Jr. there. And Diaz gives it back to Laporte. As City now patiently build up, trying to create something. Here's Grealish under pressure, but he going all the way back into his own half, looking for options, which he finds Cancelo. Fernandinho. Back to Diaz. And here's Sterling. Out on the far side to Zinchenko. And here is Diaz. He gives it to Bernardo Silva. Bernardo Silva just shoved over by Vinicius Jr. And it will be a free kick to Manchester City. Wondering whether they're going to launch it in. It looks like they are. They're not going to take the free kick quickly. Ilkay Gundogan going over to take it, along with Phil Foden. So it looks like they may just try to launch the ball in here. Foden's over it, so is Gundogan. Foden steps over it. It will be Gundogan. Gundogan launched into the box there, looking for Diaz on the far side. And here's Grealish, who has it. He gets inside the penalty area. Grealish just gives it to Sterling. Sterling now. Let's see what he can do. He's got some men around him. Sterling is dispossessed. And it is now cleared away by Ceballos and goes out of play. Well, it looks like changes are going to be made. Vallejo, it looks like he is ready to come on. And here's Ceballos. Ceballos again. And there is Asensio. On the far side is Vinicius Jr. It's good interception by Cancelo. Zinchenko, ball over onto the far side. Jack Grealish somehow keeps it in. But now Real Madrid will come away with the ball. And Rodrigo there fouled surely. And that'll be a yellow card for Zinchenko. He will go into the book. Well, he's got so much space in front of him here, but he cuts inside, and that's where the foul is taken. Zinchenko disagrees, but he does connect with the Real Madrid flying forward there, and it will be a free kick and a yellow card for Zinchenko. We got 7 minutes left, and Militao is down again, so that might be the last we see of him in this game. In which case, guy that was coming on was Jesus Villarreal. He's on his feet again, is Militao, but I think he has to come off at this point. Yeah, so Militao will come off. The doctor has signalled to the bench that he needs to come off. So I think the game's over for Militao. And coming on will be Jesus Villarreal. We'll just get confirmation of that. And yeah, Villarreal is coming on, but there's also an additional substitution here. Villarreal's coming on. Also, Lucas Vasquez is coming on as well. So let's take a look and see who's coming off. So, well, obviously one is Militao, and it is Vinicius Jr. coming off. So it looks like I was wrong. There's obviously an additional substitution allowed in extra time, which just give Pep Guardiola the opportunity to make a change himself. So Militao comes off, so does Vinicius Jr., and Jesus Vallejo and Lucas Vasquez has come on for Real Madrid. So there's 5 minutes left in this game, and still Real Madrid lead by that single goal. 6-5 on aggregate, 3-1 on the night to Real Madrid, and they still have a free kick to take here after all that. And here's Camavinga. And he has the ball. He's surrounded by, got Jack Grealish around him. Now was he brought down? The linesman signals a throw-in, and I think the referee has given a free kick. Yeah, Grealish looks frustrated there. It is in fact a free kick, taken quickly. And just breaking up on the far side here is Valverde. Just wasting a little bit of time. And Sterling is trying to break out. That's a fine tackle by Camavinga, who's been superb since he's come on. And there is 4 minutes left now, and time is running out for Manchester City. Headed forward by Vallejo. By Jesus Vallejo, and now then City now will push forward. And the ball is bouncing around in the Real Madrid penalty area, but it's hooked away by Vallejo. And it's headed out of play by Fernandinho. And it'll be a throw-in now. Karim Benzema there, over on the far side. He's walking up and down. He looks like a man who wasn't happy that he was taken off. Being this kind of a goal-scoring threat, I do wonder why that decision was taken, but it may well pay off for Real Madrid. The throw-in now to be taken by Real Madrid. They've stolen a few yards in doing it. And moving forward now is Vasquez. And it's fighting for the ball with Rodrigo and Ceballos, but it's a foul, and Manchester City will get the free kick. Ederson urging his team forward as he will now take the free kick. He's launching it forward, and it's come back to Cancelo. Cancelo on the far side, headed out by Vallejo. And cleared forward again by Fernandinho. It's in the air though. It finds Cancelo, And here's Bernardo Silva, fouled surely. The referee acknowledges it but says play on. Here's Zinchenko. And Sterling. Sterling now cuts inside. He was fouled surely there. And he hasn't given it, and that is amazing. Well, that to me looked like a foul by Rodrigo. Well, he tries to go between two of them, and it looks like there's some contact by Rodrigo, but apparently not enough for the referee to give a free kick. So Real Madrid players already celebrating on the bench there. This game isn't over yet, and it'll be a goal kick now, which Thibaut Courtois will take. And this time is just he takes his time, but he does eventually take the goal kick. It's headed back into the other half by Zinchenko, who comes back at him. And Diaz is up there with Asensio, and it goes out of play for a throw into Real Madrid. And again, looking at some of the ex-players, Clarence Seedorf there for Real Madrid, who was a legend at this club. And Manchester City players urging the referee to make Real Madrid move faster. And here's Zinchenko, gives it to Fernandinho. Bernardo Silva. And it's launched forward. Up there is Foden. Foden, good strength by him to hold the ball off. But Vallejo just dispossesses him, but not for long. Real Madrid win the ball back. Gundogan. Grealish now. Trying to cut inside. Grealish, and should be a corner, yes. It's a good interception by Carvajal. And now it'll be a corner, and there is 3 minutes. David Massa, the fourth official, announces 3 minutes, so there's still time at the end of this game. They're getting arguments by the City players. They think it should be more. And it's Fernandinho up with the header. And it's headed on again, and this time Thibaut Courtois will just allow it to go out of play, and he kicks the ball away, and now he's going to go and retrieve it. No action taken by the referee for that time wasting, and Pep Guardiola is not pleased. Well, he cuts a frustrated figure right there, and I'm not in the least bit surprised. Well, Manchester City were in complete control right up until the last couple of minutes before Rodrigo struck twice and turned this game and this tie on its head. Launch forward there by Real Madrid. Chasing this down is Asensio. And it's out of play, which will throw in to be taken by Cancelo. Cancelo gives it back to Silva, who goes back to Ederson. Ederson now has to launch this ball downfield. Launch downfield, and it's headed on, but Camavinga nearly loses the ball there. But then Mendy just sends the ball to the heavens and out of play into City's own half. Gundogan now moving forward, going over the halfway line. And it's Bernardo Silva just looking here. He gives it to Sterling. City just looking for a way through there. Diaz, the ball is long, looking for Fernandinho. It comes back to Cancelo. Bernardo Silva dinks the ball in, looking for Grealish, not able to find him. It's headed out by Rodrigo and cleared. Ederson now, almost in the centre circle, launches the ball forward. And sneaking in the back is Cancelo there, but Thibaut Courtois has got the ball. And the Real Madrid players are absolutely all beside themselves on the bench at the moment. They are celebrating. They're actually reacting in a very strange way, falling around all over the floor. and that's cleared downfield. And that could be it. The referee blows full time. 7 seconds short, I might add, but he blows full time. And it's Real Madrid, who it has to be said has got out of jail with the game that was completely out of their hands until Rodrigo, an individual masterclass, has turned this tie around. And it'll be Real Madrid who will go through to face Liverpool in the Champions League final. And the final score here is Real Madrid 3, Manchester City 1, and it's Real Madrid 6, Manchester City 5 on aggregate. And that's it from the Bernabeu Stadium. Thank you so much for joining us today. You've been listening to the Commentary Hub. Goodbye.